As valued family members, dogs deserve to be treated with love, compassion, and utmost care. However, even the most responsible dog owners can slip up and do things that can potentially harm their canine companions. In this video, we will look at 14 things you should stop doing to your dog. From yanking on leash to using harmful human products, stay tuned to find out. Number 14. Don't yank on a leash. One of the greatest dangers of a leash pull is your dog choking or being strangled by their own collar. Leashes and collars can be deadly, and this happens far more often than pet owners imagine. Reports show an average of 26,000 dogs every year are injured in a collar-related accident. Even worse, high rates of thyroid issues have been observed in dogs that frequently pull on the leash. When a dog pulls on the leash, the collar pushes on the throat exactly where the thyroid gland is, causing injury and inflammation. Our pets don't know when it's time to stop pulling, so their reaction is to try to get themselves free no matter the cost. Pressure from the collar can stop the air completely or cause a dog's neck to break. Number 13. Don't skip the vet. We know that taking your dog to the vet is a pain, not to mention expensive. But regular checkups are also important for your fur baby's health. The vet can identify issues you might not even be aware of. Plus, they'll make sure your dog's weight is in check and their teeth are in good health. Number 12. Don't make them apologize. Many people think that dogs know when they have done something wrong because they look guilty. But in reality, your dog isn't sorry that they have chewed your shoes or knocked over your plants. Scientists believe that dogs can't feel complex emotions such as guilt or shame. Your dog is just reacting to your body language and the tone of your voice. They appear scared or upset because you are angry with them. Instead of being upset with them, work more on training the behaviors you want to see. Number 11. Don't restrict them from exploring and sniffing. Dogs are curious and love nothing more than sniffing around and exploring. Walkies are quality time they get to spend outdoors. It is also a great way to keep them healthy. One thing you should never do is to restrict your four-legged friend from exploring and sniffing. Keep in mind that dogs see the world primarily through scent. Rushing your dog through a walk without allowing them to stop and explore is unkind. Let them enjoy their special time. Number 10. Don't use human products on your dog. Never use products you would use on yourself or your canine companion. Many human products can harm your pet. Using human shampoo, for example, will disrupt your dog's acid mantle, leaving them vulnerable to parasites, viruses, and bacteria. It also makes their skin feel dry and flaky. Human toothpastes and sunscreens contain ingredients that would be harmful to dogs if they swallow them. Keep in mind that any cleaning products that contain bleach or ammonia are also hazardous to your dog. Number 9. Don't isolate them. Dogs are pack animals. When they are in the wild, they do everything together and they are loyal to the pack. For a domestic dog, you are a member of their pack. When you are not able to spend enough time with your dog, they can develop separation anxiety. Make sure that you take them for walks and give them a lot of attention when you can. Your dog is a member of your family and, as such, needs to spend time with you. If you work longer hours, it is a good idea to have someone stop in to check on your pet. You can also take them to a doggy daycare now and then so they can socialize with other animals and humans while you are away. Number 8. Don't assume your dog doesn't mind the weather. Humans wear shoes, so we don't realize how hot a pavement can get. It's important to remember that when the ambient temperature is 85 degrees, the asphalt surface temperature can reach a sizzling 140 degrees, which is hot enough to cause burns, tissue damage, and potentially to scar your dog's sensitive paws after just 1 minute of contact. Make sure to check the pavement with your hand before stepping out, and try to walk your dog in the evening or early morning when it's cooler, and take frequent breaks in shady spots. Number 7. Don't feed them more than recommended daily intake. Never feed your dog more than their recommended daily intake. It's hard to resist those puppy eyes, but you need to be a responsible dog owner. Food is not love, and canine obesity is on the rise. According to the Association for Pet Obesity Prevention, over 50% of dogs and cats in the U.S. are obese or overweight. And don't feed your dog any table scraps. Most times the foods we eat are too spicy, too fatty, or too salty for a dog's digestive system. Plus, they'll get accustomed to eating scraps that aren't healthy for them. After all, your pet's diet is just as important as yours. Number 6. Don't leave a dog alone in a car. Never, ever leave your dog alone in an enclosed car. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the temperature inside a vehicle can go up by 20 degrees in under 10 minutes, even if a car is parked in the shade. When it's 90 degrees out, just 10 minutes in a car can be fatal to a dog. Dogs don't sweat like humans, and they overheat much faster than you think. They lack the ability to cool themselves off efficiently, and the consequences of keeping your pup in an enclosed vehicle can be fatal. Number 5. Don't give them unwanted hugs. Even though it's tempting, full-body hugs aren't good for dogs. A hug is usually threatening or unwelcome to them, especially if they feel trapped. Dogs are not human, so having someone come up and wrap their arms around their body or neck may be disconcerting. Most dogs will allow trusted people to hug them, but that does not mean that they all enjoy it in the way another human does. Rather than hugging a dog, let the dog lean into you and pet them on their back and chest. Number 4. Don't dress up your dog. Don't buy clothes for your pet just because they may look cute in them. When it is cold, you may want to dress your dog for walks, but also keep in mind that they have fur to regulate their body temperature. If you do live in a colder climate and choose to use a jacket, ensure that it is not restrictive. Number 3. Avoid using strong fragrances. Dogs have about a 1,000 to 10,000 of your ability to perceive scents. There are smells that we may barely notice, but they could be very annoying to your dog. Try to minimize perfumes, cleaning products, vinegar, chili peppers, and citrus scents. This is not to say these items can't be in your house at all, but you should provide a place for your dog where the scent would not be a problem. For instance, if you are in the kitchen cooking with chili peppers, your dog should have a comfortable bed away from the area where they can relax. Number 2. Secure your dog in the car. People use seatbelts, children use car seats, so why would the case be any different for your dog? If you don't secure your four-legged friend in the car and you end up in a car accident, your dog can get seriously injured or even killed. The good news is there are many options when it comes to dog safety. There are harness seat belts, zip line harnesses, and different types of carriers. Don't forget to get the one that suits your needs. On that note, never let your dog stick its head out of a moving vehicle. Branches, rocks, or other debris could collide with the animal's head. Even worse, the dog might feel the impulse to jump out of a moving car. Number 1. Don't make them hate their crate. Dogs are den animals and will seek out a little canine cave for security whether you provide one or not. A crate, when properly introduced as a happy and rewarding place, provides your pet a secure haven of their very own. And even better, they can be used for travel, safety, and a hideout when it storms. The biggest mistake people make when training their dogs is using the crate as punishment. That's the worst thing you can do, because the dog will then have a negative association with the crate. Instead, every time you ask your dog to go in the crate, give them a favorite toy or treat so the dog sees it as a happy place.